I recently decided to rewatch a couple of old Top Gear episodes, so might as well talk about the cars featured in them. Bonsoir, so this is going to be a more or less a one take recap of this episode, season 22, episode 1. And the episode begins with James pointing at a map, telling Jeremy to pick out a location, and Jeremy being told it's going to be Russia. Then James introduces the Renault Twizy, Stig with some ducks, Richard Hammond with the 9k pounds bike, Clarkson with the hover van, but the Russian version. Uh, this is the map of the start and the finish line. They need to make it across the whole of town. They start at Vostinchny Yacht Club and Dielerski, yeah, and off they go. And we can see behind Land Rover Discovery Series 4 film car. Ooh, that's a gas truck. What else? Oh, the hover van launches basically. And oh, a Volkswagen Jetta and a Peugeot 207, I think, or 6. Oh my god. The hover van is just madness. Oh, is that a gas van and an old school, like, was that the Czech tram? Probably the Russian one. Ooh, a Land Cruiser, the big boy. Uh, Mercedes C-Class, Passat CC for transit. Yet another angle of the Series 4 Discovery, Richard passing it. Yet another angle. Ooh, is that the Crossfire Chrysler based on the SLK? Astra, Richard catching up, Stig using the tram, no, not the subway, yeah, Qashqai, Golf 6. Uh, Unfortunately, Richard crashing and breaking his 9k pound bike. Is that the Volga? Uh, yeah, then they cut back to the studio uh, with aerial nomad, I think it was. Pretty cool, pretty cool. On the news segment, they announced the launch soon of the Acura NSX and the 4GT. Uh, then they talk about the Gallardos and how long they've been around, and then the launch of the Huracan on their show. 187,000 pounds, actually pretty cheap. Obviously, inflation, blah blah blah, but yeah. Then they compare it to 458 and 650S, and Richard's basically telling that where's the madness of a Lamborghini, and as he actually perfectly described it. It was designed to still look good 10 years later, which is basically plus minus 11 years since this episode was released, and it still looks like it could have, oh, the Murcielago SV, iconic. Uh, Aventador interior, Sesto Elemento. He was reminiscing about all the Lambos he's driven over the years, but yeah, they were on about that their designs look still good in 10 years, not like crazy as Lambo should. And honestly, yeah, it was actually pretty fast around the track, which is not surprising. But yeah, actually, it still looks good, and the STO and the performant versions actually made it as Lambo crazy as it should be. The star of the reasonably priced car was Ed Sheeran, who never even has driven a car before, so obviously here's the result of that. And then he went on his lap. For a person who has never driven a car before, actually did a little bit better than a person who has driven once or twice. And that was the comedian, I think. And yeah, then I cut back to the hover van. Ooh, Mercedes C class from like late 90s. Then Hammond is trying to negotiate that he lends him his bike from a random Russian dude. Octavia, Balkan vibes. Uh, St. Petersburg. This is the progress they've made so far. Oh wait, yeah, Jeremy accidentally did an oopsie and he ended up on a beach. Yes, there's wide streets of St. Petersburg. Is that the Mercedes CLC? Oh, Voyager. What else? Oh, sorry. Subaru Forester. Oh my god. He went into the canals to avoid the crazy traffic. Ford Focus. James is making a point that he, even though he has a small car, he can't get through the traffic. So why not just use a bike like motorcycle? Renault, is that an X Trail? Yeah, interesting. Oh my god, the old Astor wagons from like mid 2000s. Oh, the really old Volvo V70 from the early 2000s. Oh, the late 2000 uh fuck S80. Ooh, A6 from late early 2010s. Is that the Moskvich? And an XC90. Jesus Christ. Yeah. Wow. It's actually pretty amazingly beautiful. Never been there, but maybe one day. Lexus IS. They're nearing there. They're entering the more and more center. Outlander, Mitsubishi. What else? Lada, some Kalina. I don't know. Oh, the old school potato mobile, Volkswagen Transporter. Where is this unpronounceable place? Palace. And then he has a convenient ramp to get on and ruined a bit of their flowers in the garden. Richard, once again, accidentally falling, trying his best, and then obviously James uh, greeting them. Oh my god, that's a stunning car. I love that. And same goes with its thing. And yeah, then I cut back to the episode and the episode ends. What's my overall rating of this episode? Actually, I would say 9 out of 10. Uh, it's not my favorite episode, but to give it 10 out of 10, that I would like to rewatch, like some of the specials that are 10 out of 10 that I could rewatch over and over again. But for a regular episode that's not a special, 9 out of 10 is really good. Key highlights. Yeah, the race was actually pretty entertaining. Jeremy, as usual, with his hover van, Hammond doing his thing, James accidentally getting lost and trying to be like, okay, this is a very useful car in the city, but it isn't really. The Lambo review, love that. I mean, wouldn't really agree with. I kind of agree with Hammond's on some points, but not fully. Obviously, I'm a bit biased because I grew up in uh, that those years. Those are my developing teenager years. So I love the cars from like 2010 to 20. They're like my ultimate uh, goal cars, basically. What else? What else? Yeah, the Ed Sheeran bit was actually pretty fun. I usually don't really like the star in a reasonably priced car bit, but this time it was pretty okay. What else? Yeah, that's about it. Pretty, really solid episode. Let's move on to the season 22, episode 2. See you.